What's up everyone, Range here, bringing you guys a new commentary, and today the gameplay you guys are going to be watching is some 2v2s with me and Sentry on the map Fringe. We were just playing some UMGs and we did pretty good this map. We had a little fun. We weren't taking it 100% seriously because you can't really take everything seriously. But today what I wanted to talk about was being a visionary and kind of like what a visionary is, and you know, stuff like that. So basically, before we talk about anything else, I'm going to read you guys the definition. The definition of a visionary is a person thinking about or planning the future with imagination or wisdom. That is like basically you have an idea in your head that you want in the future. Like for me, it is for me to go pro in Call of Duty and to have a successful YouTube. And that stuff, you got to set goals. That's basically setting goals and working towards them. Now obviously you want to set small goals and have big goals, but being a visionary is you got to see something, but as well as you got to do it. Like you can't just see it, because I've known people that they see they don't see it, they just say that they want to do it. Like I've heard a ton of people say, yeah, I want to be a pro Call of Duty player, but they don't put the work in. Like there's one thing of having a dream, and oh my god, watch this, that man just got absolutely destroyed, RIP to his career. But it's one thing to have a dream, and it's another thing to have a dream and work for it every day, put in the time and put in the effort. Because if you have a dream, that's good for you. But once you wake up from that dream and push towards that dream to have, that's when you'll really do it. And that's what you got to do. Like being a visionary, like I said, you just got to have goals. And also being a visionary or somebody who really wants to make it work, everybody you come across is not going to be the best person for you to partner with or just hang out with, because people that don't have the same goals as you are just going to hold you back. Like that's all they're going to do, because when you hang out and talk to and hang out basically and bounce ideas off of each other, like stuff like that, they're only going to help you. And people that put you down or not help you at all, just sit there and talk about something completely different, which obviously you don't want to talk about the same thing 100% of the time. But when they're not helping you and they're just being a negative part in your life, or they're just not doing anything for you, I know that kind of sounds selfish in a way, but you got to be able to just be like, sorry dude, like you're cool, like I'll talk to you, but I got other things to do, I got other things to worry about, and sorry, I guess, I don't know. That's what I do. You gotta surround yourself with the right people, and you just gotta work towards your dream every day. If this is your dream, then do YouTube, play every day, play as long as possible, because some people can't play as long as other people, but you gotta grind smart and not hard if you don't have the time. Like if you have the time, yes, grind hard and grind smart. But if you don't have the time, you gotta put in the work in that small amount of time. Now, honestly, for me, whenever I get home from school, I get home at 2 every day. So I have the time. I have from basically 2 o'clock to whenever I want to go to bed. So I do YouTube and then I play for the rest of the night. That's something for me. Like I have that time. But I've known people who don't have the time, aren't just able to sit there and play all day. They got to do stuff, which sometimes, yeah, obviously people have to do stuff. Sometimes you're not going to get that time in, which it really does suck. But if you want it bad enough, you will make up for that time eventually. But some people I've known, they don't have the time, and they kind of give up, and they're like, no, I don't want to do this, I can't. And that's another thing. Being a visionary, or at least my definition of being a visionary, is you never make excuses. Like excuses are they're only going to hold you back. They're lies. They're only going to hold you back, because if you want your dream, whatever it is, it doesn't have to be being a YouTuber, being a pro Call of Duty player. It could be anything in the world, whatever you want to do, because that's what this world is. You want to do whatever you want to do, go do it. But excuses are only going to hold you back. They are lies, because if you want your dream bad enough, you will overcome those excuses or whatever. Say, your parents are holding you back. If you really want it bad enough, you will do it. Like there are celebrities who have, like, a lot of rappers and stuff have come from like the bottom of the bottom, like absolutely nothing. They had nothing, and instead of just sitting there making excuses, they definitely have a lot of excuses actually. Like some rappers, like, it's just crazy. I'm not gonna go naming them because there's so many, but like, you can't make excuses. You have to work towards your dream, because like I said, if you just have your dream, it's good to talk about your dream, but actions definitely speak louder than words. And that is something that I've learned to live by, and I try to live by almost every day. That's why I don't like to talk trash. Actually, let me explain that statement, because I know some people are gonna be like, what? You're lying, bro. But I'll talk trash to you if we are cool. Like me and Century, we talk trash to each other all the time. Like if we're cool and I know you, I'm gonna talk a lot of trash to you, and that's just me. And if you take that personally, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings. I'm not gonna change. But if somebody I played on UMG or something, and I tweet him on Twitter, or he tweets me, something like that, and he starts talking trash, I'm not really gonna respond. Obviously, like, talking trash, when somebody talks trash to you, you're really tempted to respond. I get that. Like, not all the time do I ignore it. I try to, but if we get beat and I'm kind of upset about it, sometimes your boy, kind of lets go a little bit. And that's something I gotta work on personally. I'm trying to work on myself more and more every day. But you just your actions gotta speak louder than words. If you talk more than you actually prove, like if you talk all this good stuff on Twitter to everybody, you gotta be able to back it up. And there's a lot of people that can't back it up. And that's really kind of sad. But being a visionary, like I said, I consider myself a visionary because I see a lot of things in the future, and I see them, I saw them, I know what I want, so I gotta go out and do it. And if you see that, that's definitely good. And if you're working every day towards your dream, then you're definitely on the right path. And as long as you work hard enough, like I believe in the saying that as long as you work hard enough, you will eventually make it somewhere. I don't know if that's 100% true, because I mean, people, obviously there's proof of it, but there's also people who have worked hard and never got recognition, which obviously we don't really know about them because they never got recognized. But I'm sure there are people that are like that, and it kind of sucks because getting big, it takes definitely time. You got to put in the dedication, but there's also a small little factor of luck. And you could call it luck, you could call it the people you know, but it's all part of the plan. And that's what I'm trying to work on as well. I'm trying to grow myself and grow my brand, because as long as you know more people are going to talk about you. And when people talk about you, that's always a good thing, no matter what they're saying, because your name's getting out there to somebody, and that person that's talking about you might not like you, but the person he's talking to might go and look at your Twitter, your YouTube, whatever you have, and he might look at you and be like, well, this kid was saying this, but I don't think so. I kind of like this guy. And boom, you have a new fan, you have a new subscriber, you have a new whatever. And that's really what it is. You just got to get your name out there. Being a visionary, you got to be able to see the future and definitely work towards it. But that has been today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Me and Century 6'3", these kids. I was using the sniper a lot. I was having some fun. Like I said, I wasn't taking 100% serious. But I hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.